Welcome everyone to where we are putting together solutions for CSEC Additional Mathematics, also known as Add Maths. Before 2012, Additional Mathematics was written in the Caribbean and in many parts of the world under the GCE, General Certificate of Examinations, which became the GCSE. Since 2012, it was offered by the CXC, Caribbean Examination Council, under the Form 5 level of CSEC. Today, we will be looking at the CXC Family, the subjects offered, the assessment format, topics, formulae and symbols, and the grades and the profiles. Feel free to like the video and post any comments down below so we can assist you. Don't forget to look at the description down below to see an outline of all the past paper solutions by each of the 4 sections. The CXC, the Caribbean Examination Council, is an umbrella organization in charge of all the different assessments held at different school levels for Caribbean students, from primary straight through to secondary school. As one enters school life, he enters the primary school system, where, upon his leaving, he writes the Common Entrance Examination, or the SEA, Secondary Entrance Assessment, or the CPA, the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, all according to which Caribbean country we belong to. But all 3 of them fall under the ruling of the CXC as we transition to secondary school. Our final assessment there at the end of 5 years is known as CSEC, Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, and this is where we are. And for those who pursue further, they go on to the advanced levels, which comprises Unit 1 and Unit 2, or in some territories it is known as 6th form, where they will be writing the CAPE examination, the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Exam. All these different assessments fall under CXC, but we are specifically interested in this video in the CSEC level. CXC now offers more than 30 different subjects at this CSEC level, with that number growing according to the needs of the Caribbean people. Presently, there are more than 25 of these subjects at the general proficiency level, the level at which these students gain the tools necessary to continue studying in that area well beyond Form 5. The other subjects are at the technical proficiency level, in which these subjects are more practically based than those in the general area. Additional mathematics itself is classified as a general proficiency subject. The STEM, that is, science, technology, engineering, and math principles are incorporated into this course of study. Add Maths is not a prerequisite, but a beneficial tool to have when furthering one's studies in these areas. Let's look at the assessment format for additional mathematics. One suggestion that CXC gave in teaching the syllabus is that at Form 4, the students write the CSEC Maths syllabus and they begin it in the 3rd term of Form 4 and complete the additional mathematics syllabus in 1 year in Form 5. Of course, that means using all the periods allocated for Math and Add Maths to teach one subject at a time. Another suggestion is that at both Form 4 and Form 5, they do both subjects simultaneously, mathematics and additional mathematics. And the third suggestion is that in Form 4 and Form 5, the students take their time and get the foundation in mathematics. And in Form 6, they do both additional mathematics along with pure mathematics Unit 1. Let's now look at the exam structure. If we look at Paper 1, which is multiple choice, it is 45 questions, which is 90 minutes long, and the options are A, B, C, and D. And yes, you can use a non-programmable scientific calculator here in Paper 1, unlike in CSEC Mathematics paper. And this multiple choice is worth 30% of the overall grade. And now we can look at Paper 2, the structured paper, which has 6 questions according to the new syllabus from 2021, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes long. And of course, you can use a scientific calculator, and that is worth half or 50% of one's overall grades. Then, if you're in a school, you write paper 031, which is a school-based assessment. Let's recall that the SBA, the goal of this project is for candidates to show how they can use mathematics in the real-world situations. It should enable candidates to explore and then explain in a particular mathematical field of interest and express results using mathematical symbols, language, and tools. The topic or topics selected may come from any component of the curriculum or from a mix of different sections. Candidates may be required to gather data for the project, or it may be theory-based and call for specific problem solution or proof. The ideal group size for SBAs is 6 students at the CSEC level, and all members of the group must actively participate in carrying out the tasks. The SBA is an in-house project, and there are 2 types. There's Project A and there's Project B. And the Project A is used as a model for the new Pure Maths syllabus at the CAPE level in terms of the same sort of SBA. Remember that additional mathematics, along with mathematics, forms a cognate group. What that means is that only one SBA is required to cover both subjects. But that SBA must be at the more challenging subject, which is additional mathematics. So the options are, if a student is doing mathematics and additional mathematics, they can do 2 separate SBAs, or they can do 1 SBA in additional mathematics, and that mark will also be given for the CSEC Mathematics. It cannot happen the other way around. And of course, the SBA is worth the final 20% of the students' grades. And this is submitted a couple of months before they write their final exam. And for those students who are not writing the SBA, there is a paper 032, which is an alternative paper. This paper is intended for private candidates and those who are repeating. There is only 1 question on this paper, and it is 90 minutes long. Any portion of the syllabus or a combination of various sections may contain the specified topic or topics. So this alternative paper is for someone who has no SBA or who has an SBA but it was failed. And remember, the SBA can only be used twice. Once in the year that it was done or in the immediate following year. Let's now look at the topic in additional mathematics, and there has been a change in the syllabus. The original syllabus began in 2012, and it concentrated in section 1 on algebra and functions, and functions have been removed. So this new syllabus as of 2021 has section 1, algebra, sequences and series, and there are 5 topics within it. Algebraic operations, which is worth 2 marks in paper 1, meaning that 2 questions in the multiple choice are coming along this topic. The next topic is quadratics, which has 4 questions in paper 1. Inequalities, which has another 2 questions in paper 1. Surds, indices and logarithms has another 4 questions based on that. And series has 3 more questions. This gives us a total of 15 multiple choice questions based on section 1 of the syllabus. And in paper 2, the first 2 questions in paper 2 are worth 15 marks each, to give a total of 30 marks from this section. Let's look at the second section, coordinate geometry, vectors and trigonometry. And that is broken up into coordinate geometry, which has 3 questions in paper 1, vectors, and there are 3 more questions on that, and trigonometry, which has 9 questions on it. So in total, these 3 subtopics, when we add them up, 3 and 3, 6 and 9, 15, means that there are 15 multiple choice questions in section 2. And in paper 2, it is worth 20 marks. And that will usually be number 3. The third section deals with introductory calculus, and that subtopic is differentiation, which has 5 multiple choice questions in it. Integration has another 5. And the paper 2 has 30 marks, which means that the first 2 questions in paper 2 are in section 1. The third question is in section 2. The fourth and fifth questions are in section 3. So the last question is in the section 4, probability and statistics. So probability and statistics has 5 questions in the multiple choice. As such, 5 in differentiation, 5 in integration, and 5 in probability and statistics means that these 15 questions are based on section 3 and 4, which gives us a total of 15 and 15 and 15 more, 45 questions in paper 1. And that is worth 30% of the final mark. And probability and statistics is worth 20 marks, which is 1 question, question number 6 now, in paper 2. So that will give us 30 and 20 is 50, 30 and 20 is 50, 50 and 50, 100 marks in paper 2. And 100 marks in paper 2 is worth 50% of a student's final grade. Let's now look at the formulae and symbols that are given in the syllabus to help us in additional mathematics. When we look at the formulae, we will see that in the first section of the syllabus, algebra, sequences and series, formulae are given on 2 topics. They're given on arithmetic series and in geometric series. And coordinate geometry, vectors and trigonometry, section 2. Formulae are given in circles, vectors, and trigonometry. In section 3, introductory calculus, well, formulas are given in calculus. And in the last section, probability and statistics, formulae are given in statistics and probability. So that means in both paper 1 and paper 2, we will be given a formula sheet which has all these formulae covered. The syllabus also identifies symbols that will help us to gather what's happening, and those symbols will be on operations, calculus, probability and statistics, vectors, kinematics, and any other symbols that may appear in our CSEC Add Maths syllabus. Let's now look at the grades and profiles in additional mathematics. And if we look at the grades, we have from grades 1, 2, 3 straight until 6. And grades 1, 2, and 3 indicate that they are pass, 1 being the highest level, showing the amount of competency a student has in the subject area. And 4, 5, and 6 means that they were not able to do so and they will have to resit. And the profiles are CK, conceptual knowledge, which means that they're testing recall, simple computation and construction. The other profile will be algorithmic knowledge, AK. So we'll see use of algorithmic thinking. And the third profile will be reasoning, R, which is a combination of two or more algorithms with justification of its use. So when we get our final grade in our certificate, it will indicate somewhere between 1 to 6, and it will also indicate what rank or what profile grade one gets in those three profiles, in conceptual knowledge, algorithmic knowledge, and reasoning. And those profile grades are graded from A to F. We've come to the end of this video on what is CSEC Add Maths. Our next video, we begin with the first section of the syllabus, algebra, sequences and series, and we'll be looking at the video with 5 past paper solutions from the first 5 years of Add Maths, from May 2012 until 2016. Don't forget to look at the description down below where we've highlighted all the playlists, one for each section of the syllabus, with the videos on their solutions.